This is Steve Merritt, on-scene coordinator with the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency in Monticello, Utah. A little east of there, in a drainage that holds Vega Creek, right along Highway 491 that heads into Monticello. And what we have is a small pond catchment area. It goes into a culvert that's been bored out of this sandstone rock and goes under the highway. What it appears is that there's a bathtub ring around the edge of the pond here, the little holding pond, that extends a good distance back, probably about 30 feet along the north bank. You can see the extent of the pond there. You can see the yellow staining and what appears to be highly weathered petroleum of some kind. I've taken some samples of the material that's floating on the water. There's a significant amount. It's more than iridescent sheen. It can become iridescent sheen when you churn it around, but it comes back to a good layer of oil on the top of the water. Broken through the ice a couple places. You can see this yellow stuff come up. And again, it looks like weathered petroleum emulsified along the ice from freeze-thaw cycles and agitation and just weathering in general. And then I've collected some samples. Let me see if I can get a video of the sheening as I agitate it. You can see some of that rainbow sheen there when I agitate it, and then it'll come back together into a fairly thick layer of oil on the top of the surface of the water. And I would assume that the area underneath this entire ice pack right here contains about the same amount of petroleum. Looking upstream, it doesn't appear that there's a real significant amount of material there, as would be expected. It's really just in this elevation of water that contains this little pond. And I'll show up here, this is more fresh water here, and you don't really see the same amount of sheening there or yellow contamination anywhere in there. So it's really this probably 25-30 foot long by about 10 to 15 feet wide holding pond area before it goes into this culvert. And you can see the staining on the snow where the ice has taken up some of this material and frozen. And so where did this come from? Well, what I would assume is up on the highway, which sits at a little low spot in the road between two higher hills, and right across this culvert, somebody was draining or emptying deliberately the material in their cubitainers, and basically emptying them out and then pushing the cubitainers down. We found 4 containers down here in the gully, and so that's where I would assume all that comes from. I'm going to see how this video takes and may take some more.